Welcome to Visual Fence Pro. In this first video, we'll set up your account so you're ready to send quotes. It's a one-time setup, about 5 minutes. When you first sign in, a short guided tour offers to walk you around. You can follow it or skip it. We'll cover the essentials right here. Click Settings in the top navigation. On the left, you'll see an account completeness checklist, company name, phone, address, logo, payments, and your first product. Think of it as your setup to-do list. Let's knock it out. Start with the company info section. Your company name, phone, business email, and address print on every quote and invoice your customer receives. The business email is the one to get right. It's the reply to address customers see. So use an inbox you actually check. If you leave it blank, your account email is used instead. Fill these in and click Save Company Info. Just below, add your logo. Click Upload Logo and choose a PNG or JPG, up to 2 megabytes. It appears on every quote and invoice. A clean word mark looks sharper than a low-resolution photo. Now scroll to Pricing and Markup. The key setting here is Labor Billing Mode. The app recommends hourly. Labor is your hourly rate times the hours a job takes, added on top of materials. The other option, Percentage Markup, is marked Legacy because it tends to overbill easy jobs and underbill complex ones. Choose Hourly, set your hourly rate, and click Save Pricing and Markup. Finally, scroll to the integrations. Click Connect with Stripe so customers can pay their deposit online by card. Stripe walks you through verifying your business, and funds reach your bank in a day or two. You can also connect QuickBooks for bookkeeping and Google Calendar for scheduling. Skip any of these for now if you like. You can come back anytime. That's your setup. Company details saved, logo uploaded, billing set. Next, we'll build your product catalog. In this video, we'll build your product catalog, the fences you sell, at your prices. When you draw a fence in the estimator, it pulls from this catalog, so anything you want to quote needs to live here. Click Products in the top navigation. This is your catalog. Notice the tier-out pricing bar at the top. That's a global per foot rate to remove old fence. And it's a direct customer charge, so set it once. Now click New Product. A help banner sums up the golden rule. This editor is your cost sheet, what you pay for materials. The app adds your markup, labor, gates, and tier out on top to build the customer's price. Start with product info. Pick a material category, wood, vinyl, iron, chain link, and so on, then a style. That loads a spec template with sensible defaults. Choose your color or finish, the default height, and the panel length. There's a per height table if your supplier charges you differently by height, but most don't, so you can usually leave it. Next, your cost. The fastest, recommended way is the flat per foot option. Turn on Use Flat dollars per foot, and enter what your supplier charges you for the complete panel per foot. That's it. If you'd rather itemize every post, picket, and bag of concrete, the panel components list below does that. But for most contractors, the flat rate is faster and just as accurate. Either way, this number is your cost, not your sale price. Then set your gate pricing. This section works differently. These are the prices you charge the customer, with no markup added, so build your gate labor into them. A walk gate is one flat price. A double drive gate has separate prices for 10-foot and 12-foot openings. When it looks right, click Save Product. Your new product appears in the grid, ready for the estimator. Repeat for each fence type you sell. Most contractors start with their 2 or 3 best sellers and add more over time. Next, we'll use these products to estimate a real job. Now the fun part, estimating a job. In the top navigation, open the Tools menu and choose Estimator. The map fills the screen, with your quote builder in the left sidebar. Type the customer's address in the search bar at the top. In most of the US and Canada, the property boundary loads automatically, and each side of the lot becomes a measured fence run. You can also just click any property on the satellite map. If no boundary is found, the app offers a Draw Manually button so you can trace the lot yourself, and there's an Upload Survey option if you have a survey document. In the fence runs list, click a side to include it. It turns cyan on the map. Click again to remove it. So if the customer only wants the backyard, select just those sides. The cyan handles at each corner let you drag a run shorter to stop at a driveway or an existing fence. There are Select All and Deselect All buttons, and a Lock Map button to keep the map from shifting while you work. When a fence run ends at the house instead of at a corner, click Add Return to House, then click the fence line and the wall where it connects. That short return is easy to forget and it adds up, so always include it. Now pick your fence from the default fence type dropdown. It's filled with the products you set up. Want a different fence on one side? Click that run and change just it. To add a gate, click the plus gate button on a run, then click the spot on the map where it goes. Set the gate size, its swing, in or out, and which side it hinges on. The gate's price comes from your catalog, and its span is automatically subtracted from the fence footage, so you never double charge for the opening. Fill in the customer and job info, name, phone, and email, and use quote notes for anything the customer should see, like timeline or site prep. Tick include tier out if you're removing old fence. Your quote builds live at the bottom in the quote summary. Since you're billing hourly, enter the labor hours for the job and the total updates instantly. There's also an add-ons field for custom extras like decorative caps. From here you can open the full branded quote, download a PDF, or even show the customer a 3D view of their fence. One thing to know, there's no save button. Your estimate is saved automatically the moment you send or download the quote, and it lands on your dashboard with its own job number. The new project button up top clears everything to start a fresh estimate. Next, we'll send this quote. You've built your quote, now let's get it signed and paid. In the estimator, click Send Quote to Customer. Enter the customer's name and email, add a short message if you like, and send. That also saves the project automatically. Your customer gets a branded email with one link. The page walks them through 4 steps: view, approve, sign, and pay. They review the quote, click Approve and Sign, draw their signature, and type their name, then submit. If you've connected Stripe, a button appears to pay the 50% deposit by card right there. If they choose to pay by check or cash, simply click the quote for the customer and click the Mark Deposit Paid button and enter the appropriate information. No account, no app to download. Most customers finish in a couple of minutes. One tip for your own testing. If you open your own quote link while you're logged in, the page tells you you're viewing as the contractor, and only customers can sign and pay. So to see the real customer experience, open it the way a customer would. Back on your end, the moment the deposit is paid, a work order is created automatically and appears in the Work Orders tab, with the customer info, fence details, and deposit already filled in. From there you run the job, schedule the install, which can sync to Google Calendar, track your crew's hours through fabrication and install, keep an eye on the 811 utility locate, and when the job's done, send the final invoice for the remaining balance. The customer pays that online too, and the job closes out. A quick note, the full work orders pipeline is part of the Pro plan. On other plans, your signed and paid quotes stay as projects on your dashboard, and you track installs in your own system. That's the whole flow. Set up your company, build your catalog, estimate a job, send a quote that signs and pays online, and manage it through to a finished install. I highly recommend creating a few different estimates on different houses and just send them to yourself acting as the customer and contractor so you can see both sides. Any ideas on stuff you would add? Send me a message in the app. You're ready to run real work through Visual Fence Pro. The guide in the top navigation has deeper help anytime. Thanks for watching.